Hello, church. I've missed seeing your faces over these last few months. I know you've seen my face on your laptop screens or your phones or wherever you happen to be watching our worship services, but I have missed you. And I'm glad that I get a chance today to share a quick devotional thought. What I wanted to talk about today is the concept of empathy. This is a word I think we all know. You probably know what it means, but just a quick definition. Empathy is when I look at someone else and whatever they're walking through, whatever they're dealing with, I take the emotion of that into my own heart and I feel it with them to say, your pain is my pain. Your struggle is my struggle. I feel it with you. It's different from sympathy. In that sympathy is when I look at someone and I say, wow, that seems bad. I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you. But I'm still kind of doing it from the outside looking in. Empathy is a shared experience. Your pain is my pain. I'm feeling it right along with you. You know, the Bible calls us to empathy. When we're called to bear one another's burdens, that's not just talking about something physical. That's talking about our emotional burdens, that we bear them together. And I can't bear a burden with you without feeling some of what you're feeling, without taking that weight upon myself. The passage that I think speaks really directly to biblical empathy is Romans 12. Alongside lines that say things like, honor one another above yourselves, it calls us to rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. And that may be people that we don't understand what they're going through at all, that they have a really different actual experience than our own, but we're still called to rejoice with those who rejoice and mourn with those who mourn. To mourn right alongside them, to feel that pain. Your pain is my pain. Jesus was a man of empathy. The way Jesus dealt with people day to day when he was healing, listening, feeding people was one of understanding. He got right in there with them. In fact, the fact that Jesus came at all was an act of empathy. Our God is a God of empathy. He looked at the plight of humanity and said, I'm going to take that upon myself. I'm going to come get right in there with you. And I'm going to go all the way to the cross. You know, Jesus' life and ministry was a representation of God's empathy. And I want our world to see our God as a God of empathy. I want them to know that he feels their pain along with them. I want the world to know that God came down and took our pain, took our punishment upon himself. But I don't know that our world's going to see our God as a God of empathy if they don't see us as people of empathy, because we represent him. So let's prayerfully go forward, each one of us, and ask the Lord, hey, how can I become a person of empathy? How can I show more empathy in my community, in my family, in our world? I think we'll be better for it, and I know our world will be. Love you, church. Hope to see you soon.